Unity and diversity, you've heard the word. We need to talk about it because the future of ISKCON depends on it. And every one of us is going to be confronted with having to deal with this and having to master this if we're going to contribute to the success of our movement. You've probably heard Prabhupada talk about unity and diversity. It's a very interesting topic because Prabhupada said, it's not that we're all the same. It's not that we all need to be the same to agree. He said, the fact is we're all different, and that's good. And we're different because we're individuals. So if you're thinking, oh, we want everyone to be one homogeneous unit, we all think the same, we all agree on the same things, Krishna consciousness is not exactly like that. Because Prabhupada's saying the fact that we're individuals means there will be differences of opinion and there will be disagreements. So that's where he's starting. He's not trying to say we have to agree on everything. But what he's saying is we have to agree on the purpose, which is to please Krishna. So when he said unity and diversity, he meant we have to see that all the devotees who think differently than we do, who we disagree with on particular issues, or maybe we understand the philosophy slightly differently, we have to see them as sincere devotees trying to please Srila Prabhupada and appreciate that. And the unity is that they're trying to please Prabhupada, and I'm trying to please Prabhupada, and I'm trying to understand Prabhupada's mission, I'm trying to understand his desire, trying to understand what he's teaching, just as they are. It's just that we're seeing it from different angles of vision. Why are we seeing it differently? Is one of us in ignorance? Is one of us crazy? Is one of us just plain dull and we can't understand the philosophy? Or is it because we're different people? We have different natures. We come from different cultures. We see things differently. The latter is most likely the situation. And it's a reality you can't turn your back to, that your conditioning, your cultural upbringing, your experiences edify your understanding, or at least influence your understanding. But it has nothing to do with your level of dedication and sincerity. So when we have conflicts in our movement, sometimes we try to convince the other side. And the conflicts continue because a man convinced against his will is of the same opinion still. And we will argue and argue and argue, and we'll go nowhere and we'll waste time. And the energy we should be using is to discuss how, although we disagree, we can be unified in our mission so that we don't create schisms, so that we don't spend all our energy arguing with one another, but rather we spend our energy on figuring out how we can work together to give Krishna consciousness to others. And if we don't do that, then Maya is going to use us and take us away from preaching, and we'll start fighting with one another. And as you all know, Prabhupada said, the only thing that could destroy ISKCON is internal conflict. So certainly Maya will try to create that because there's no other way she can stop us. And so, although it's difficult, we have to have the ability to appreciate those we don't agree with, the ability to compromise, and ultimately the ability to go along with what our authorities decide, because the only way we're going to be unified is to be unified around decisions. And I may disagree with the decision, I may debate the decision, I may want to amend the decision, but when the decision is made, it's my obligation to honor it, to create unity. And this is extremely important, because if we don't do this, we could destroy ourselves. Hare Krishna.